the thing that I realized is that we don't have to have a title, certification, qualification, diploma, degree to be who we are, to exist and to know what we know, to understand what we understand, and share it to the masses and share it to the world. So many of us in this world right now have lost our faith and trust in God. Let's just put it as it is. Humanity, we see the world, we're like, what's wrong with the world? We see society, what's wrong with people? Why are people not caring for one another? Why are people not being gentle and kind? Why is my family member, not just a stranger, but why is my family member saying they don't fully accept who I am because I'm trans? Because of testosterone, basically, because I injected testosterone in my system and I got this beautiful face that just made magical hair appear. Look at that. Oh my God, I am in love with my facial hair. I am in love with the way that I look at my face and I'm like, this is me? What is this? This is me? When I look at my body and I take my body and I get naked and I'm like, whoa, never in a million, take that back. Whoa, I love my body. I think it's sexy, it's beautiful, it's handsome, it's gorgeous, it's divine, it's so complex, it's so complex. And that's the beauty of it, of how complex it is and unique my body is, my mind is, my brain is, and to just understand that everyone's body is this beautiful. Everyone's mind is this beautiful and divine. I'm not just the only one. And you know, this human named Michael, another body outside of this body, actually, another body on this earth named Michael, this pastor named Michael, has shared his story and all the messes, failures, pain, injustices, unfairness that have happened in his life. And now he is married, faithful, loyal, with wonderful children, who he calls his granddaughter, and it's not biologically his blood or his race. Literally, no physical link from this world is making this human say, that's my granddaughter. But the only thing that this human knows that is his granddaughter is that he knows God created and had all of this planned, and that was going to be his granddaughter. No matter what, that energetically is his granddaughter, and there's no difference between it being biological and not biological. When you own it, when you vibrationally, when you energetic, when your vibration, when your energy is matching, it is yours. It is yours. Thank you. Thank you. To realize that I am no different than Michael. Me and Michael are one. I am that I am. I am that. I am. I am that. I am. God loves Michael for all of his history, for all of his past, for everything he has done or not done, seen all the imperfections, and given this human so much light, power to manifest the life he's manifesting right now, that he's impacting so many people, that he's reaching a person right now who has felt that God did not love me because my parents said so. Unless I did A, B, C, D, E, F all the way to Z. But in doing all that list, I would have to give up of myself and not be me and not be happy, because I would not be my whole complete self. And now that I'm finally my whole complete self, here goes God putting Michael into my life to remind me that I am that I am, that we are all one, and that you can have whatever past and go through whatever stuff that you call nasty or ugly, and still deserve a peaceful, calming, loving, caring, fulfilled, successful life. Full of abundance, full of community and family. And I'm realizing that I don't need any type of certification and diplomas and PhDs to make me a master in energy, to make me a master in knowing who I am, to make me a master in knowing how much God loves me and how much God is here to really tell people that there is nothing wrong with us, especially trans people. There's nothing wrong with us. When people love me, like it's so mind-blowing. When in the last year, how many people have loved on me so much and then not known, because now I have this this like passing, this way of society saying, hey, this person looks masculine enough to pass as a cis man, that we are just going to assume that he's a cis man because of the way he looks. Thank you, testosterone, of course. Thank you, testosterone. Thank you so much. Thank you, health plans that give me testosterone. Thank you, the government that pays for this health plan. Thank you for the scientists or creators or whoever it took to create this testosterone that now goes into my sister. Thank you to the people who created syringes and needles. Thank you. Because of that, I look like this. And because of this, now I'm having these realizations, because now I'm in this so-called thing that is called male privilege. That is so like mind-blowing, like everywhere. And that some of us, not some of us, males specifically, do not see it, because you cannot see it unless you're not on the other side. And guess who it has been on the other side to see what male privilege is? Trans men. Trans men have been on the other side of what it looks to be suppressed, sexist stuff happening to us, living in the role of what it's like to be a woman. And women in this world are so undervalued and so underestimated and so hurt and given like it's nothing. Like, hey, you know what? You mean nothing. We came from a woman. Let me rephrase that. We came from a womb. We came from a womb. And we treat people who have wombs like they mean nothing when they created life. And cis men still have a long way to go to be able to get that. But trans men, we get that because we've been on the other side. So now this world, where do you think this world is going? This world is going into where more people are realizing that we are who we are, that we are all that we are. And more of these people are having more children, and these children are being raised by emotionally, or I hope they will be more and more and more, emotionally safe parents. Loving self parents. Parents who are working on themselves. People who are healing themselves. The parents, the generations that are coming are tired of all the trauma and tired of all the pain. They're trying to work on themselves because they're tired of hearing that it was their problem, because they will know it's not their problem. It has never been. There is just responsibility to take, and our responsibility is to work on ourselves and get ourselves better and not pass on the pain that has been passed on to ourselves. So here we have these generations going. What do you think 5 generations down the line are going to happen when we have the people who now are in office and in the government, who are now like the elders, when us, like right now, trans men in this society at this moment in time, we are going to age ourselves in this earthly age by 365 days around the sun. And as that time goes, where do you think we're going to be? Where do you think I'm going to be? I know I'm going to be where I want to be or where I'm meant to be. And in that place, in society and all the other places, men are respected. Trans men are going to be respected, and trans men are here advocating for womb, advocating for our rights, advocating for this. Like, you all need to wake up. So at one point in time, we're all going to, if we all agree, if we all's vibration starts to align, zzz, when we're like zzz, start coming back, and more people and more people and more vibrations, we're all in the same vibration. We start all make a energetic impact. Cities, states, countries, the world, planets even, not even, realms even. We start manifesting things, we start creating things. We can go on with this, but I'm just saying that I'm realizing now how much power comes in us who are in this state of learning and knowing, all being hybrids. I guess you can say I'm a hybrid yet. Yeah, all right, we can go with that. We are moving towards a new world. We just have to learn how to love ourselves enough to know how worth it we are. Because Michael, baby, the world sees you as a man. They respect you. In this last time, in these last months, you've been having people talk about trans people in a negative way around you because they don't know that you're trans. And then you come up and you're like, hello, let me advocate for that child that you're like saying all this messed up stuff about. Let me just insert, and why don't you ask me the questions that you're now trying to ask this child? Please, but little child, come behind me. Let daddy MQ come here. Let daddy help you. And you ask me these questions about my genitalia. Ask me about why I'm not complete and I'm not a complete human because of me not having some surgery that later on you're also going to be telling me how incomplete I am for having a surgery. So no matter what I do or we do, you're going to continue to say all the things that you've been saying about how we're incomplete and bad and evil and sick and mentally not okay and having demons inside of us or having devils inside of us or being mistakes and complete like disasters, when right now you person that you are literally saying this about this child, you have been interacting with me for the last about a year, and you've been loving on me, you've been hugging on me, you've been kissing me, you've been telling me you love me, you've been telling me and giving me so many hugs and being in my life and loving me so much. How are you telling me now that you cannot love me anymore just because you know that I'm trans? Because up until this point, you did not know I was trans because I didn't have to come out because I didn't feel the need to. But now that you're attacking a child, I must come out and forth and be like, you cannot attack a child and on my presence. And on top of that, you're attacking a child for being trans. I am trans and you're loving on me. How? That doesn't make sense. And that person having to sit and be like, whoa. Mind blown. Having to think about everything that we've interacted with and having to tell me, Michael, I love you. You're the exception. Michael, I love you and you're the exception. No, please do not give me that BS because I am no different than anybody. I'm literally not any different or any more worthy than anyone else in this world. Trust me when I say that. So if you're telling me that I deserve unconditional love and I deserve to be, and I'm God's child, then you must understand that every child on this earth right now is God's child. And every child is divinely perfect. Every child has every right to be who they are. Every child deserves to love and explore the world without any limitations based upon what an adult thinks they should do based upon a penis, vagina, or a pina. Intersex and transgender wording with pina. Thank you, Kayla, for creating a word for my pina. A penis and a vagina. because I didn't have any surgeries. And I love my body, and I do so many things with my body that we'll leave that to your imaginations. But I will tell you, I will share it because it is meant to be shared, because that's the only way we're gonna learn. So I'm this person who now speaks taboo stuff and speaks things that some people think are like, whoa, did you just go there? Yes, I did. Because there's nothing wrong with going there. That is the thing. There's nothing wrong with us and what we think and what we have to say if it's our truth and it's coming from love, to love more people, to elevate ourselves. Why would that be so wrong? Why would God not want me to speak about the words that God put into my brain? Why would God not want me to share the things that God put into my soul? Why would God not want me to share my story if God made my story? Thank you. 502. It is 502, and 502 means intuition, and intuitively knowing and being connected to your third eye and being connected and seeing past what our physical eyes see. Thank you again. Thank you for these messages that I receive. To come to the realization that I don't need any fancy PhD to post on YouTube, to share to my loved ones the things that I want to share with you, but we live in a different state. And our lives right now are not on the same vibration all the time, so it's like we're not linking, but I know we're missing each other, not because there's something wrong with one or the other, because we're all meant to be exactly where we're meant to be. But at one point, my loved ones, we will all be coming to the same vibration again. I love you and I think about you every day. And we are taken care of, and we're protected, and we're divinely taken care of. We are so loved and cared for, and I need you to know that it's all gonna be okay. Everything is going to be okay. We just get to trust and go through it and try to always raise our vibration, always try to raise our energy, always try to raise that vibration no matter what. There's nothing, as long as you keep continuously doing the work to raise your vibration and feel your feelings and feel your body and feel what needs to change, you will change, and it will always result the way it's meant to be. I love you, and you're taken care of. Remember this. Remind yourself. I love myself, and I accept myself unconditionally. Yes, I do.